Hey folks, update time. So, went out a couple days ago. It's warmer temperature, so batteries last a little bit longer. So I had to go out. As I talked about before, Zach's critters, he feeds them the wingless fruit flies, which we had to go to London to get. I talked about that. Well, he opened one of them, and apparently they have wings. A particular batch had wings. So he wanted me to go out and get fly strips. And I looked all over town. Nobody has fly strips at this time of year. We don't have them yet. I didn't realize it was a seasonal item, but apparently it is. So, nowhere else to go. I went out to Rona. The batteries were lasting a bit longer, so I knew I could make it. So I get out there, and it turns out they had them. So yeah, got that done. Then I come back into town, and I didn't feel like going anywhere, so I didn't feel like going home. So I went out to the community center, parked out back. First time in a while I've been back there. Can't park in the back corner because there's so much snow back there, the big mountains. But you got there. So, went out again yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be a really, really nice day. And it was. The sun was out, it was beautiful. And I looked at the forecast. It was supposed to be 10 o'clock between 12 and 3. Or, wow, 10 degrees between 12 and 3. So that was the time I chose to go out. And I've been going out in the mornings. I get up and do what I need to do, and then go out, get some fresh air, and then come home and then work on the computer for the rest of the time. But part of the reason I like being out in the afternoons is because that's when we get our peak temperatures, and I wanted to enjoy that. So between 12 and 3, so that's when I went out. And I went to McDonald's, grabbed my coffee, and one thing I mentioned before about Timmy's coffees, I noticed a pattern, sort of kinda, out of every 9 coffees, 7 of them are good, 1 is absolutely horrible, and 1 of them is just beautiful. Well, I haven't been getting that with McDonald's. Every coffee I've had has been the same. Until yesterday. But it wasn't that the coffee was bad. It was black. It wasn't double-double. It was black. There was nothing in it. So I got as far as Barry's auto service bottom of the hill here, and I took a big gulp of it. Oh, nope, going back to McDonald's. So I'm assuming I got somebody else's coffee, and whoever ordered the black probably got a double-double, going through the same thing. So, got that replaced. And I got to the post office, and I got my new watch, finally. I'm not sure exactly what I was going to say. I'm not sure what these little loops are called here, but there's actually 2 of them. Apparently they don't want to stay on. These are usually the first things that break. And then the stupid thing sticks out and catches on everything. But I had other issue with the other one. Because my eyes are going, I have to have a large display, so I have to buy large face watches so I can actually read the time without my glasses. And in order to do that, they tend to be really thick, and because they're so thick, they catch on everything. They catch on my sweater when I put my sweater on, and they catch again when I take it off, and there's so much stress on them that the bands break. That's the issue I had with my old one. And it's kind of cheaper to buy a new watch than it is to, I guess, mostly more convenient to just buy a new watch than to replace the band. I've replaced bands before, but some of these, they're specific to the watch, and you can't really get any kind of replacement other than the original. So This one here looks generic, but I finally found one with a big face and very thin. It's a very narrow watch, so that should help a lot. And with the double loop on the end, that should also help keep it from breaking, because when the end sticks out, because I like the Velcro watches, because with the Velcro watches, the strap actually goes underneath the watch itself. It's not a two-piece strap like these are. It actually goes underneath the watch, and the watch is attached to the top of it. So I don't have to do anything with the back of them because the stainless steel is not directly against my skin. And if you've missed my other videos where I talked about that, I'm allergic to stainless steel, so anytime I get a new watch, I gotta put clear nail polish on the back of it to keep the stainless steel from being directly against my skin. I'm not sure where it is right now. I still haven't found it, but I'm okay until I sweat. As long as I'm not sweating, I'm okay. Because my sweat is very acidic, and once it interacts with the stainless steel, that's when I'm going to start getting a rash underneath and get all itchy and uncomfortable. So I'm okay for now. That way. But found a new one, so I'm happy. So from there, heading down to the park, and I saw Reg for the first time in a long time. He doesn't go out when it's cold, he doesn't go out when it's raining, he doesn't go out when it's snowing. So yesterday was a beautiful day, and there he was, sitting there, waiting for me. So I stopped and talked to him for a bit. And I got down to the park, and the snow had melted enough that I was actually able to get through it. Into the park itself, I didn't have to park in the parking lot, which was kind of cool. And so that was kind of nice. And I still had lots of battery power left over, so I decided to go out of town a little bit. The closest road, I didn't do a full out of town tour or anything. And I got to where the house disappeared. There's bugs flying around today. Oh, I forgot to mention that flicker that I heard. I heard it again. I think it was a couple days ago. I was in my room. I actually heard it, so it was closer. I could hear it with my window closed. I could hear it. So it's still here, or there's more than one or something. But I definitely heard it again. So that was kind of cool. So anyways, I got to the place where the house was taken down. I joked about it at one time because I never saw anything. There was a house there, and then the house was gone. There's like no foundation, no indication that it was being torn down or anything. It was there, that it was gone, and I joked about, hey, somebody stole a house. Well, that lot has been segregated into 5 separate lots. It looks like they're going to be building more houses in there. So town is expanding. So I got to the soccer fields, and there's still too much snow in there for me to go in. So I went right on past, sat up at the highway, sat there, took a break, and came down the highway for the first time, which was kind of cool. So, still going through McDonald's parking lot. I still had to cross over the road because there's still too much snow along the side of the highway for me to stay on that side. So that was kind of cool. So good news, I called Energizer finally, and talked to the lady. She has a strong accent. She was hard to understand, but get the point across anyways. So what she said I got to do is take pictures of the battery. I had to show her the date code on the battery, the expiry date, which is December 2029. I had to take a picture of that. I have to take a picture of the batteries. I have to take a picture of the damage to the camera. So I got a whole bunch of different pictures and specify what camera it is. I still have the box that came in, my Fuji. So I took a picture of the box. And she said she's going to send me an email. The email will explain what I have to do. So it sounds like I might not actually have to send the camera to them, just the pictures. That's kind of cool. So it sounds like they're going to replace it. Well, I haven't got the email from them yet. So I might have to call again and say, hey, what's going on here? Check spam, it's not in spam. I just haven't got it. So I'm gonna give it till Monday. It's Thursday today, so I'm gonna wait till Monday. And if I haven't got it by then, I'll call them back again. So I got that done. Still making progress. Still getting things done. Sounds like somebody pulled in there. I haven't been getting mail from ODSP again. Problem I had before is they didn't have a box number on it. They just had our street address. And we always got them, but then the post office was getting really picky with people not putting post office boxes numbers on their mail, so they just started sending them back. So I called them up. Actually, they called me the first time to see if I moved, because they kept getting my mail back. And apparently that was October. She looked at the record. She said my address was changed in October. So I gave her the post office box number, and apparently I gave her the same one I gave my sister. I swear I'm getting dyslexic. I keep reversing it. So the reason I know this is because apparently the person who has that box came to the house and brought some mail to me. He says, I keep getting your mail. So I said, okay, I'll take care of it. So I called ODSP, and they're really hard to get a hold of. They're never in the office. It must be nice to work for the government. You don't have to be there. That's the impression I get anyways. So she called me back. I left a message on the machine. She called me back and got that sorted. And the other thing I was going to do, you can do stuff online through ODSP. It's called My Benefits, the name of the website. Well, it's part of the government website, but it's subdomain, I guess. My Benefits. So I was going to create an account. Got everything set up, and it was sending a confirmation to my email address on file, which apparently was an old email address that I don't have anymore. So yeah, that again. So when she called me back, I got the box number corrected, and I got my email corrected that is registered with them. So I hate it when things change like that. It screws everything up. So, beautiful day yesterday. It was supposed to be nicer today. So it was 10 degrees while I was out yesterday. Today is supposed to be 12. And it is, well, I think it was from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for sure. And then 3 and 4, it's got 11 degrees listed. So it's going to drop to 3. So it's 3 o'clock right now. So I had to go out and enjoy. The problem is today it's raining. And it's windy. But it's not raining all day. There's a very large break in the rain. Oh, that's what that banging noise is. Our screen doors. I could hear something banging before I come out. It was driving me nuts. I couldn't figure out what it was. Apparently it's our storm door. Garbage can that was sitting in front of it's laying on its side again. So there's nothing holding it there. So the wind's just kind of banging it around. I'll take care of that. So I wanted to go out and enjoy today. I was expecting to get wet, but nope, no rain today. I did see the sun earlier before I come out, which was kind of cool. So after today, temperature is going to drop again. We got 3 degrees and then -6. Back to 3 and up to 5, down to 1, and then it's a whole bunch of negatives after that, but nothing really crazy. But I noticed there's a lot of snow in the forecast there. So I got, what's that, 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for tomorrow. That's, what, 4 inches. Kind of sucks, but, you know, hopefully I won't have to clean it up. we'll kind of see. And that's like, yeah, that's going to be here for the weekend, which means, I don't know, Michelle's boyfriend, I don't think 4 inches is going to affect his parking, you know. But I don't think it's good. I don't think we're even going to need to snowplow, so it'll probably just be, you know, send the salt trucks out or whatever. So I went out today, and I had a mission other than just enjoying the lens hood off of this camera. And it's like I said, I can't I can't put any kind of protection on the lens. I can't screw a filter on it because there's no filter threads. Maybe it might be in the middle, but nope, there's nothing there. And there's like nothing, because there's 2 tabs on here. Actually, I guess there's only 1 tab. Oh, they're on the inside, okay. So it goes on, and then you turn it in place to lock it. And there's nothing to protect the lens at all. So I got thinking of ways of doing it. When I bring it out here, I just put it in a plastic bag, just to keep dirt from collecting on the lens while it's in the bag, or anything scratching it or whatever. So I got thinking, I got these bags, and they're drawstrings. So I figure if I can get one big enough to go over this, then I can put the drawstrings in behind it and protect it from getting scratched or dirty or anything. I don't have anything big enough. So I got these from Amazon. I don't remember what the size said, but it sounded like it was going to be big enough. But apparently the size isn't the diameter, it's the width of it folded. And these weren't cheap. It cost me like 10 bucks for 2 of these. It's just a crazy price. So my mission today when I went out was to look for one of these. So I stopped at the dollar store. They don't have anything. So I went to Independent, got some food, went to McDonald's, got my coffee, and I came back and I stopped at Home Hardware to get something else, and then I stopped at the gift shop, thinking it'll probably be more expensive, but we'll see if they don't have anything. So I went up to the flower shop. This is flowers and gifts, so I'm thinking, well, maybe. So she actually offered me some suggestions, none of which I can get in town, but they sell coffee mugs, and the coffee mugs come in these bags. And we tried it, and this fits in those bags. Problem is, I can't get those bags specifically. They come with the coffee mug. So I figure, well, my only other option is to go to Amazon again. It's probably going to cost me another 10 bucks. At least. So I said, well, maybe I'll just buy a coffee mug. So no, they're like $30. So. Or 39, I think she said. Holy smokes, that's crazy. So, no, I'd have to spend that much money just to get the bag for this. So I'm going to go back to Amazon again. But I'm going to see what the listing said for the size of this and double it at least. Yeah, it's got to be at least double, because this is just a little bit wider than the lens hood itself. So I got to be twice that, plus, the amount to go over it. Yeah, because the width will be this way, so double the width, plus I got to add on, the amount for going this way as well. So I'll see what I can come up with. But when I saw the listing, the size sounded like it was going to fit. Obviously, it's because I've got bags like this, pretty much this same size. So I don't know. I'll have to see what I can do there. So I was in there, stopped at the post office, nothing there. I went down to the park, and I'm amazed at how much snow is gone. I didn't have to drive through a snowbank to get into the park today. That's crazy. So much melted yesterday. We had a lot of rain last night, early this morning. I think it started around midnight. So rivers are up just a little bit, not much. I sat there, took a break, and I went for a nice long tour out of town. Did the far road this time. Come down to the soccer fields, and I can get in now. And it looked like I could get to the river. I started riding to it, and the monster said, nope, that's as far as I can go. So I'll park there and walk the rest of the way. And just to make sure I could get out okay, I kind of, before I got on the monster, I gave it a push, and I got out no problem. And I came straight home from there. So But it's a nice day. It's just, it would be so much nicer if the sun was out and there was no wind. But hey, I'll take it. I will take it. It's above freezing. And the nice thing is it stayed above freezing overnight, so battery charge lasted a good amount longer today. By the time I got to the park, it was still reading full charge, so that was cool. That's why I made the decision I'm going to go for a longer drive today. So I think that was all I had. I don't think there was anything else. Pretty sure that's it. So I guess that's all I got, and I will show my tour from today.
hypnotize everyone inside. Open your eyes and tell me where you belong. Will you reach beyond? Fly away, you fly away, fly away, you fly away, throwing caution to the wind. Fly away, you fly away, fly away, you fly away, throwing caution to the wind. Set fire to our darkened sky. Maybe we will survive. Take us higher and tell us what it's like to feel alive. Fly away, you fly away, fly away, you fly away, throwing caution to the wind. Fly away, you